traveled to Murray to play the Mustangs at their home field on homecoming. Looking for big games out of Sam Donaldson on offense, Dawson Tolberg on offense, Aaron Schmitz to pick up where he left off at the Wayne game last week, and also Derek Van Tagger to hopefully wreak havoc in their backfield. So we're looking for a big game, and hopefully we can ruin somebody's homecoming. Go Tigers!
It's game day.
It's game day.
It's game day.
Hey Derek, I hear you're having a good year in football. Why do you like to play defense?
I like to play defense. You know, you can tear some stuff up, hurt some people, go out there and do show people what you got.
Okay. Now, what part of the defense do you play? What is your
I play defensive tackle down on the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many tackles do you usually average in a game?
Somewhere in between 5 or 10.
Is that solo tackles then?
Yeah, solo tackles, and then I get a few assists in there and some sacks.
What is your goals for the rest of the season then? You have some goals?
Yeah, to finish out district champions, and just to keep pushing on.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is there any other people are playing on the line besides you? What other people are you playing with?
Sam Donaldson, Dylan Mendez, they're doing a good job there.
Good.
They help me out. Put a lot of pressure on the passing game and plug things up in the middle for the run game.
Now, you just play defensive, it's a defensive one.
Tackle.
Tackle.
Yep.
And is there any, you don't play offensive line?
Yeah, I play on offense center, so I'm also in the line. So.
Wow. You're basically just a line guy.
Yeah, that's right. Down in the trenches.
Well, that's good. Hey, best of luck
Yeah,
the rest of the season.
It's game day.
It's game day, laddies.
It's game day. Go Tigers.
Game day. Game day.
I'm Jared Hensley, and I am starting running back. And so I guess our offense is more up tempo and kind of tight option. A lot of dives and get out wide usually. We also do trips, which is like 3 split receivers, and Dawson, he's a pretty good quarterback, so he usually finds me when I'm open. So I had last week I had a bunch of yards receiving, so hopefully this week can be the same. Also hoping this week we establish our run a lot more than we did last week. We didn't execute running the ball as well. So hopefully this week we can do that and not have Dawson have so many yards, and maybe help him out and split it up a little more between me and Sam also.
It's game day. Let's go, baby. It's game day.
It's game day. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Dawson Tolberg, starting quarterback, number 2 on the field, number 1 in your heart. What we look to do offensively is get going out fast and just play fast. We like to run the ball, hide the ball, make sure they don't know who sees it, and score touchdowns.
Game day.
It's game day.
Game day.
Game day.
Game day. Game day.
We were able to hold Murray to 27 yards rushing on 28 attempts for the game. Our front 4 lineup changed due to injuries this week, and they did a great job of executing and playing their hearts out on each and every play. They really trust the guy next to them to do their jobs, and our gang tackling has been great so far. Offensively tonight, we went for the home run right out of the gate again, and this time it was successful. We ran a play-action bubble screen and released Sam Donaldson, and he was wide open on the right side of the field. It's these types of passes that are the toughest to catch, because the whole time you're thinking, don't drop this, don't drop this. And Donaldson did a great job of hauling in a well-thrown ball from Dawson Tolberg and scampered 49 yards for the score. We never really looked back from there on offense. Dawson distributed the ball well, both in the option game and through the air. Our option looked pretty good at the beginning of the game. We just need to tweak some things for next week. We also need to work at finishing drives when we are up, and we look to get that shirt up next week. Game ball for the week, our starting defense for holding Murray to 27 yards rushing for the game and picking off the offense 3 times. Our offensive player of the week was Dawson Tolberg. He had 10 carries for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was also had 101 yards passing on just 5 completions for 3 touchdowns. Defensive player of the week was Jared Hensley. He was all over the field, recording 9 solos and 5 assists from the corner position, and also recording 1 interception. Special teams player of the week was Noah Stanley for his great catch on our first 2-point conversion. And scout team player of the week was Nate Briggs for the great looks he gave us during the week.
Hey Tiger fans, recording a win at Murray Friday night improved our record to 3-1. Here are some stats from the game. Dawson Tolberg led us rushing with 114 yards on 10 carries and 2 scores. Jared Hensley had 6 carries for 62 yards. Sam Donaldson had 5 carries for 13 yards. Carter Still had 2 carries for 3 yards, and Drew Van Tiger had 5 carries for 16 yards. Passing for the Tigers, Dawson Tolberg was 5 of 20 for 101 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Receiving, Sam Donaldson had 1 catch for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. Jared Hensley had 2 catches for 38 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Colton Hogan had 2 catches for 14 yards. On the defensive side, Dawson Tolberg had 5 solos, 2 assists, 1 tackle for loss, and 2 interceptions. Sam Donaldson had 2 solo tackles, 3 assists, 1 tackle for loss. Jared Hensley had 9 solos, 5 assists, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception. Aaron Schmitz had 2 solos, 4 assists, and 1 tackle for loss. Derek Van Tiger had 2 solos, 7 assists, and 2 tackles for loss. Noah Stanley had 3 solos, 5 assists, 3 tackles for loss, 1 batted pass, and 1 sack.